Yes, hi, hello, this is Cheyenne from the Book Mermaid, and this is going to be my Gilmore Girls Readathon TBR, and I am so excited. I'm going to link down below the girls who are hosting it, because I can't remember their names at the moment. I'm sorry, you're new to me. I found you because of this Readathon, and I'm really excited about it, so thank you for making it. It's really great. So the first prompt, but first, actually, this is my little spread for my Gilmore Girls, and it pretty little dragonflies. Anyway. So the first prompt of this is a book with a school setting, and I think that was in honor of Chilton. If you don't know anything about Gilmore Girls, Chilton is a kind of like a prep school that Rory goes to. And if you haven't watched Gilmore Girls, what are you doing with your life? You really should be watching it. But I will be reading for this prompt Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is set in a school setting. I've had it on my TBR shelf for a while. I've wanted to read it. There it is. I believe it's about a girl who is obsessed with like true crime, and she goes to a school for people who are really, really good about one thing or at one thing, and she's trying to solve a murder that was at the school, a cold case or something. That's all I really know. That's all I really want to know. So hopefully I'll be able to get that one done. The second prompt is a mother-daughter relationship book, and this for this one I'm actually reading a book I already read, because I host a book club here in my town, and I chose this book as my book pick for October, and that is Price Guide to the Occult by, I forgot her name, Leslie Walton. I knew that. Ugh. This is about a young girl who is part of a witch family, and that witch family is cursed, and you find out why and what in the book, and then a Price Guide to the Occult spell book starts going around like the world, and people are ordering spells, but that always comes with a cost, and she's kind of right in the center of all of that. It also takes place on an island, which is really cool. That's really all I can say without spoiling it, but it is fucking phenomenal. And she has a very difficult relationship with her mother, which is not like Rory and Lorelai in Gilmore Girls, but there were times where they were fighting, like when Rory quit Gale, which was stupid. Moving on, the third prompt these lovely ladies have come up with is a cozy book set during fall or winter. I had a really hard time for this because I didn't know, like, if you don't read a book, I'm not 100% sure what seasons things fall in, unless it says autumn on the cover. But a lot of fantasy books don't really do that, and I'm reading mostly fantasy and science fiction at the end of the year, also in general, but specifically extra in the end of the year. And I picked, I picked Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. Obviously, everyone knows who that's by. I'm also reading this for another book club. It is my Marauder Must-Reads book club, where we're reading the Harry Potter series. It's a fun time. I'm not going to explain what Harry Potter is. Everyone knows what Harry Potter is, but it takes place during the school year. So, autumn. There we go. Okay, the fourth prompt is a book with a complicated love interest. So for this, I picked Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I'm terrible with names. I know this is like a 500-page book, and so I'm hoping that I end up getting it finished. But I hear that it has a hate-to-love romance, and I am here for that. I have been dying for a good one for a while. Every hate-to-love romance I'm getting is just piss poor. But this is about, I think it's like a witch and a witch hunter, and for some reason they're together. Maybe they're married, not 100% sure. That's all I really needed to know. I heard hate to love and witches. I'm sold. Is it witches? I think it's witches. All right, so the fifth prompt is a book by an Asian author or has an Asian rep. I also had a hard time with this one because most of the books that I have on my shelves with Asian authors or Asian representation, I've already read. So I ended up finding The Heart Forger by Rin Chupeco. This is the sequel to The Bone Witch, which is an amazing novel, if you don't know. It's about a young girl who accidentally raises her brother from the dead and then has to go off to become an Asha, which is kind of like a geisha witch, but she's a bone witch, so she's a necromancer, and people look down on her for that, and there's this whole thing that's involved with it. It's very good. I highly recommend. Please go pick it up. This is the second one. I did not read the synopsis of this. I'm not going to. I'm just going to read it. I love that book. I inhaled this series. I'm so excited. which also brings me to the next prompt. I know this one. It's the next books in a series you haven't finished yet, which I chose The Shadow Glass by Rebecca, which I believe is the third one, because I know for 100% fact that I'm going to finish these 2 books because these are my priority. I wanted to marathon the entire series as soon as I finished the first one, but I held off because Gilmore Girls Readathon. All right. There's one more. I forgot there was one more prompt. A book with food on the cover. Okay. Fantasy books and sci-fi books don't have food on the cover, like ever. It's very difficult to find one. So I picked The House of Salt and Sorrows. Who's that by? Aaron A. Craig. And I picked this because it has like a squid or octopus tentacle on it, and technically you can eat those. You can eat octopus. I don't, but you can. Is that stretching it? Absolutely. Do I care? No, because I really want to read this book. This is a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling with murder. So, sold. And that's it. That is all of my books for my TBR for the Gilmore Girls Readathon. I believe it goes from October 1st to October 15th. So there's roughly 15 days for me to read these. Do I think I can do it? Yes. Do I think I will? No. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try really, really hard. But work, man. Work is in the way of stuff. Also, I'll be in Texas for part of it. It'll be fine. I'm going to do it. I believe in myself. I believe in me. Oh, and I'll leave a link below to like the Twitter and everything for the Readathon in case you want to join me. Let me know down below if you're doing it. And